Hi guys, today I would like to show you how to solve inequalities with two inequality sign. The first thing we need to do, we need to split our inequality into two separate inequalities. At the end, we will be just joining these inequalities as one. So the first inequality will be 5 must be smaller than 2x minus 1. So 5 smaller than 2x minus 1. The second inequality from this example will be 2x minus 1 must be smaller than 13. So 2x minus 1 smaller than 13. And now we are solving this like a normal inequality. So the first step, we need to have numbers on one side of inequality. So we need to add 1 to both sides of our inequality. We will get 5 plus 1, 6, must be smaller than 2x minus 1 plus 1. We can cancel out those numbers, so we will stay only with 2x. Now we need to have only 1x, so to get this and cancel out this 2, we need to divide 2x by 2. So we will divide both sides of our inequality by 2, and we will get 6 divided by 2 is equal 3. And here we will get 2x divided by 2x. So we have the solution of the first inequality. X must be larger than 3, or 3 must be smaller than x. The second example, we are starting exactly the same, so we need to move this number to the right-handed side of inequality. So just to cancel it out here, so we will add 1 to both sides of inequality. We will get 2x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 2x, must be smaller than 13 plus 1, 14. The second step, again, just like here in this example, we need to divide by 2 both sides. So we'll get 2x divided by 2 is equal x, must be smaller than 14 divided by 2, 7. And now we need to join these two inequalities into one. So we will get x must be larger than 3, but smaller than 7. If you would like to show the solution on a number line, we need to draw our number line. I will start with 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So every number between 3 and 7 will be the solution of our inequality. So from 3 to 7, and this is the solution of our inequality drawn on the number line. The second example, we also need to split this into two separate inequalities. So the first one will be x must be smaller than 2 times x minus 1. And the second, 2 times x minus 1 must be smaller or equal to 7. So the first inequality, x smaller than 2x minus 1. Second, 2 times x minus 1 smaller or equal to 7. And again, we are solving this like a normal inequality. So the first thing, we have a bracket here, so we will have to expand the bracket. So to expand the bracket, we need to multiply every term in our bracket by the term outside the bracket. So we will get x must be smaller than 2 times x is equal to 2x. 2 times negative 1, remember about the sign here, 2 times negative 1 will give us negative 2. We usually moving, or we want to cancel out the smaller variable, so we will subtract x from both sides of our equation, inequality. So we'll get x minus x will be equal 0, and must be smaller than 2x minus x will give us x minus 2 without a change. Now we need to remember, we always want to have x on one side inequality or equation and all numbers on the second side. So to cancel out negative 2, we need to add 2 to both sides of inequality, and we will get, on the right-handed side, we will get x minus 2 plus 2x. on the left-handed side we will get 2. So 2 must be smaller than x, or x must be larger than 2. The second inequality we will start exactly the same, so we will expand the bracket, so we'll get 2x minus 2 must be smaller or equal to 7. Now we need to move negative 2 to the right-handed side of inequality, so we need to cancel out negative 2, so we need to do opposite operation. We will add 2 to both sides. We will get 2x plus minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 2x must be smaller or equal to 7 plus 2, 9. Now we need to divide by 2 both sides of inequality, and we will get 2x divided by 2 is equal x must be smaller or equal to 9 divided by 2 will be equal to 4.5. Now to show, first before I will show on a solution, we need to write it down as a one inequality. So we will get x, and now x must be larger than 2, our first inequality, but smaller or equal to 4.5. Now we can show it on the number line. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4.5 will be exactly between the 4 and 5. So our x must be larger than 2, but smaller or equal. So we need to draw a full circle here. And those numbers between 2 and 4.5, but with a 4.5, will be the solutions of our inequality. Thank you.